up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl.
I'm Queens. I got Queens in the building. I got BX in the building. I got Harlem in the building, and I got the transplant that moved from New York to Atlanta. So New York is in the building, y'all.
What's up, y'all? You rocking with Moochie, and this is MOOCHILLA'S review. So hit the hammer because you came through. Today I'm doing trending topics. We're gonna be talking about, I don't know, did y'all see it? Let me show y'all what we're gonna be talking about. We got a, an action-packed hour with funny stuff, serious stuff, and stuff that needs to be discussed. I am Moochie, and this is MOOCHILLA'S Reviews. And thank you for coming through, y'all. Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl. So what's up, y'all? Have y'all been watching the last couple of days what's been going on and stuff in the news? It was certain little topics that I know that are conversations that I wanted to discuss and I wanted to give my point of view on. What's up, No Label to Label? Let me label. What's up?
Monique Nicole, FaceTime video.
I'm waiting for you. I'm started. Okay, bye. Yeah, so Monique's on her way. And we're going to discuss this. Give her time to get here. She fashionably late. Hey, DeMarcus. Hey, Candy. So let me just cover the first thing that I wanted to talk about. And this is, hold up. This is what I thought I had. This is where Tyreek called. I don't know if y'all saw it. I don't have the body cam, but I'm gonna see if I could go get it. But right now, I had prepared most of this last night before before the body cam came on. So we're gonna take a look at that, and then we're gonna discuss it. And I want to know y'all thoughts on it.
Chill out.
Dylan,
Get him video.
I did. Dylan. Oh, I'm trying to get on video.
They put him in handcuffs. Oh.
So he was on his way to the game and they pulled him over like that. They saying he was speeding, but are y'all looking at the blocks and stuff like that? I would like to see if I was like supervision to those police. I would like to see the 5 minutes before they pick this dude up. I want to see them catch him speeding because it looks like where he is, it looks like it's traffic. So how fast was he really going in this car like that for them to stop him? Because it's like you're on your way to the game and stuff like that. So I know the officers have been suspended, and I think they were overzealous, and they were out of control. The way they was talking to them, I gotta look for the body cam, but I might like do a follow-up on this. But let's listen to what he says, because it's like they didn't even give him a chance to I think the guy knocked on his window real hard, and that's how it escalated. So that's from what I saw when I saw the video, and I saw it like right after I set up everything. So I'm gonna see if I can grab it, or if somebody DMs it to me, I'll show it. So this is the press conference.
What if I wasn't Tyreek Hill, bro? Like, worst case scenario, you know, because it's crazy. Like, I want to be a cop one day. I got a state trooper, had all that, you know, so I got a lot of respect for cops, man. But obviously, you know, everybody has bad apples in every situation, you know, so I want to be able to, you know, use this platform, you know, to figure out a way to like flip this and, you know, make it a positive on both ends, on my end and then also Miami-Dade, you know, so that way we can team together and, you know, do something positive for the community, because that's what it's all about, bro. Like, you guys are here to like protect us as individuals, and you know, I have a platform and I want to be able to team up with you guys, so that's all I gotta say. So, Tyreek, why do you believe?
Okay, so let me come back on. So let me go to what y'all are saying. Do you think Tyreek Hill should have taken an Uber to the game? I mean, that's an afterthought, but you know, we in this now. What can you do at this point? Okay. I don't like when people knock on my window either, but really should have told him who he was and why he was speeding. He did say something in the body cam of the cop. He is saying he has to get to the game. He says, do what you gotta do. Give me my ticket. I don't want to be late for my game. So what more do you have to say? And then you yank dude out the car? So you wanted this. Hey, ew. Okay. The officers were definitely in the wrong. I actually know a Miami police officer, black female, and she said they were dead wrong. I agree. Do you think they should be suspended? I know they was, I don't know. They got desk duty. I feel like they should be suspended without pay, because you knew what you was doing. Let me find out they had fantasy football and they was trying to you know, change the odds of the game, the outcome of the game. What y'all think about that? Anywho, moving on. So that's where I'm at with that. Let me see what else y'all say. That could have really ended bad. Should Tyreek have rolled his window down faster? Yeah, but he didn't deserve excessive treatment. I agree. I think they went a bit overboard with that. And he told them when they was being rough with him, he said, look, I just had knee surgery. And they trying to get him down on the ground like that. And he said it more than once. If I was him, just off of GP, I would sue. Just because of that. Because that could, you threatened his livelihood. And he has a case. I believe he does. Okay, let me see if I'm trying to see what else would I see. Before I go on to the next story. They should be suspended without pay. No desk duty. because it seems like you were getting a rise out of it. It seemed like the cops was getting off on it. Let me see if I can find this thing, but I'm trying to look. I gotta be easy because remember what happened last time I did trending topics. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll come back when I could get a better view of it or something, or maybe we might do this again. Depends on how it does. But what y'all think about this, y'all? Do y'all think Lil Wayne was snubbed? Because now it comes to find out that the town chose Kendrick Lamar. New Orleans chose Kendrick Lamar. I feel like he was slighted, but I believe it's a bigger thing behind that. Know that Jay-Z and it has nothing to do with Lil Wayne actually too. It has nothing to do with Lil Wayne. Now that he has the Super Bowl, I'm gonna go with this is what I'm assuming. I'm not even assuming because they did have beef because right before do you remember when Jay-Z had Tidal set up? Drake was supposed to be part of that. He turned around and did something and went to Apple and told them about the whole Tidal movement that Jay-Z was going to be doing, and they offered Drake a deal with Apple, and he was kind of slighted with it. And I'm gonna tell you like this: I see Lil Wayne performing there. I think this was done so he couldn't be the headliner, so Drake wouldn't come. Because you remember how last time when they did the whole thing with Eminem and 50 Cent? Hold on, let me bring Momo in. Hey, Momo.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's okay. So we were talking about the whole thing with Drake and Lil Wayne.
Drake.
I mean, yeah. Well, let me get to it. Let me set it up again for you because I was in the middle of it. Okay, so you know that everybody feels like Lil Wayne was snubbed for this Super Bowl performance, but
Right.
it's a bigger thing than that. Do you remember when Tidal, when Jay-Z and Beyonce set up the whole Tidal streaming service?
Yes.
Drake was supposed to be part of that.
Okay.
Being that Drake wasn't part of it, he turned around and went to Apple, allegedly. Let me say that.
Yeah.
Allegedly, and basically let them know that what was about to happen. So you made enemies in the business world with over.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is my opinion. This is me speculating. It's not a fact. And so I'm going to tell you my opinion is I think this was done because they didn't want Drake performing at that Super Bowl. And they know if Wayne was the headliner, who he bringing, Momo? Who he bringing?
Oh.
Who he bringing, Momo?
Easily, Drake.
Who else?
Nicki.
Who else got a problem with him? Who else had a problem with Hova?
Oh,
the last person you just mentioned. So that's to block them from coming.
Oh, I didn't know Nicki had beef with Jay. I mean, okay. I ain't know. So I mean, she fall out with everybody.
Look, I'm just like I said. You heard the disclaimer I gave before that.
All comments are alleged, y'all.
Okay, so I'm just that's an educated guess I'm giving.
Right.
What's your take on it?
I'm late to the party, so I don't know what you said or what your opinion is.
So what is your opinion? Even though you're late to the party, you know this is happening. What's your thoughts on it?
Okay, so initial shock, like everybody, I was like, okay, well, I mean, I like Kendrick, but I was just surprised. Obviously, the Super Bowl, with it being in New Orleans, you just automatically think of Lil Wayne, Cash Money Records. You think about that.
Exactly. But just because Kendrick Lamar is the headliner don't mean he's not gonna have any New Orleans artists. The lineup isn't even there yet.
And that's why I feel like people were kind of jumping the gun a little bit, y'all. This was just announced. And a lot of times the Super Bowl planning for the performances, as far as like the additional guests that come out, that's planned like later. Like this just got announced. So I think we did kind of jump the gun as far as people's anger and disdain for the decision that was made. Now, I will say this. You know, just because the Super Bowl is in a certain city, I do feel like we can't just automatically always assume that they're going to cater to an artist who's from that city. I do think a lot goes into the decision making of who is going to headline a Super Bowl. That is an executive board meeting, probably multiple meetings go into play. That is definitely not just a one person's quick decision. Now, Kendrick is a household name. However, he would not be my first pick as a headliner. However, I will agree and say, and I'm sorry if y'all don't like it, it's just the reality. Kendrick is a little bit more easier to digest for a Super Bowl performance than a Lil Wayne. We have to remember, and it's no disrespect, this is just the reality, and I'm a realist. This is the Super Bowl. This is not the BET Awards. And let's be clear, the Super Bowl just started catering a little bit more to the Black audience as 5 o'clock yesterday. This is very new, right? You saw the hell that they gave even Beyonce years ago when she did Formation, and
it was all like that.
Doing the Black Pride stuff. Y'all saw she got pushed back for that.
There was a lot of black backlash.
A lot of flack and pushback for that. So as much as I love Lil Wayne, he's one of my favorite rappers. We got to remember, y'all, the Super Bowl is watched by everyone in America, everyone from 5 years old and up. Parents, especially Caucasian parents, are very sensitive to the content that their kids are subscribing to. And you already know they give us extra slack when we're the ones on stage. Hell, they even gave damn J-Lo and Shakira slack for shaking their ass and putting the Puerto Rican flag. I mean, it's just, we have to be real. So what Lil Wayne gonna do? Sing Cash Money Records taking over for the 99, 2000? What we gonna do? He gonna bleep out Lollipop? I mean, if you were a real Lil Wayne fan, you know his lyrics aren't the most palatable to the white audience. So I just feel like we have to really think outside of the box in some of this stuff. That's all.
Okay, so let's take a look at the comments and see what's what with it. Hey, how Jay-Z has many faults, but no one complained when Beyonce performed in New Orleans or Usher performed in Vegas. Didn't Rihanna perform
last year or the year before?
In Arizona? Is the issue because K-Dot is a rapper? I think, you know what?
That's a good question.
I think it's because of the beef, to be honest with you. I think they probably intended on having them perform. And then I think you're right too with the content, because, you know, Kendrick touches on social issues and things like that when he raps. He has a more of a people-friendly rap. Yeah. I'll say it like that. Yeah. And this is why they're going with it, but that's not etched in stone. We might see Lil Wayne pop out and do something. I don't think it's just gonna be a full performance with just Kendrick Lamar. I know we're gonna see marching bands. I know that for a fact, because that's the part that I'm gearing up to see. I know we're gonna see. We're gonna see all of that, okay? I'm just saying. You stupid. What I have to do it? Because you know we're gonna see that. I got chills from that.
You silly. I cannot.
I'm just saying, what, we're not gonna see that?
What Lil Wayne gonna sing back that ass up? I mean, let's keep it a buck. It's the Super Bowl. Come on.
I'm just saying, like, y'all don't look. Let me ask y'all this: do y'all want to see the marching bands with them and with how they do? They not like us. We ain't never seen nothing like that with them doing a rap song with marching bands at a Super Bowl. Come on now.
Uh-oh.
In Lil Wayne's recent concerts, he was forgetting the lyrics and he was high.
Uh-oh.
Song lyrics, they wouldn't choose him. See, that's what it is. It's the content of his lyrics.
I agree.
How you doing, Monica? Ew. What's up, dearie? Lil Wayne don't sing back that ass up. That's juvenile.
I know.
I
You
heard
know,
her voice.
Right.
All he do is after you
Back
back
it
it
up, yes, Hey.
I'm black and don't want my young kids listening to Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Most of his lyrics are inappropriate, especially for the Super Bowl.
I know that's right, Miss Michelle.
All right. Hey, dearie, we gonna have fun. You know I like to have fun, boo.
Hey.
You know,
Lil
what
Wayne,
up, J Will? I ain't seen you in a while. Yeah, they could do that song. So it's songs they can do. So I'm gonna say it like this: don't be surprised if he's gonna be there.
He gonna pop up.
Somebody's gonna pop up from
Yeah.
New Orleans. So I feel like people don't be too upset about it.
Y'all get y'all panties in a bunch. Like, calm down.
And then they try to didn't we come to find out it wasn't Jay-Z's decision to that this was made. It was the city of New Orleans. I said it earlier before you came on, but I figure I'll circle back to it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Anywho, hey,
Candy.
love
miss you,
him, but he's not a plattable as a headliner.
I agree.
Yeah, okay. So we all in agreement with that. Most of us.
Candy, I miss you. Text me, girl. I feel like you forgot all about me, boo. Thank you.
You happy B-Day.
Thank you, baby. I miss you. I do miss you, though. Please text me. I miss you a lot.
Hey, Shayna.
Hey, Shayna boo.
And she has a channel. Y'all need to check her out, y'all. Right?
Check her out.
She is in our YouTube circle, Shayna.
So is Candy. Check Candy out.
Candy loves to talk TV. Y'all know y'all seen her on the panel with me. Anywho, moving on. Lil Wayne will definitely sing Lollipop at the Super Bowl. Okay.
You don't know that.
Jay has the final say.
You don't know that, baby. You don't know that.
From what came out in articles, Suburbia, they're saying, and I know you got to see proof, so I'm gonna look for it. Or you know what? While I'm telling him, try to look for it, and then you share your screen if you find it. Yeah. What they were saying, Suburbia, that he didn't have the final say. It was the city of New Orleans.
Yeah, he don't have the final say.
Okay, so that's what it is. We'll probably provide proof by the end of the show. All right, we'll come with receipts. Wayne is a far more streamed than Kendrick. You got to look at it like this too, though. From May on, this has been Kendrick Lamar's year. So it's reflecting what's going on.
That's true.
Wayne is far more mainstream than Kendrick. It's half of one, 6 of another. The city wants their artists to have a chance. That's all. I agree. I'm not saying they can't be. I would want them to be seen there. The city of New Orleans did not make the decision. It's the NFL, and you know who the NFL is. The good old
exactly.
Okay? Y'all know where y'all act like this is not down the South.
So I need y'all to stop trying to always come for the y'all pick and choose when y'all want to come for the black man. I don't like that everybody's so quick to name Jay-Z. Just because we have a seat at the table.
No,
I didn't say that, but that's not what I said. But my point is, just because one of us has a seat at the table, that don't mean that's the end all be all. Y'all just sitting here assuming that he has the final say, and he doesn't. And that's not fair to put that on someone when you don't know the facts. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay. She says, I already stopped listening to They Not Like Us. I can't lie. I hope Kendrick brings Wayne on. I hope so too. That's what I'm thinking that's gonna happen. I think it was done to block. I'm being serious though. If you got a beef, I mess with him, but I don't really mess with that dude because he backstabbed me, and that's your man. And I know if you're gonna be the headline, I know you're gonna bring him because he's the pop. He's the pop flavor. So you know how y'all talking about his lyrics? that would have been Drake's spot, right? How many, Drake is like a pop artist.
Mm-hmm.
So that basically blocked him. Y'all don't see that? I mean, that's my thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
That's not true. They said New Orleans had a vote in the performer. I saw an article. I don't know where I saw it, Mon. Did you find anything yet? The thing that I was telling you? Because I saw it earlier today. But I was rushed. I was getting everything, and it's something that I was gonna come back to that I forgot about. My bad, y'all. It's on me. Okay. And then who knows? It probably isn't true. They do so much stuff to have us arguing among ourselves. It's ridiculous now. That's why sometimes I don't even want to touch on trending topics, because you have trolls in here making everybody fight against each other. And I'm just trying to talk and have a good time about it and then move on to the next subject. Speaking of that, moving on. Look,
that laugh. I don't know. That laugh.
We got. Did y'all see
this?
Do you got it? Do you got it?
Oh, I got it. Give me one second.
Look, did you
let me cue it up?
We going did you see the transition? We're gonna transition to something light and funny now, okay? That's true, Moochie. We argue amongst ourselves every single time. That's what I'm saying. I ain't trying to do all of that. I'm just trying to bring y'all the news. Don't pow the messenger, all right? I'm just saying.
I don't make the news. I just report it.
Yep. What if the Super Bowl was in New York? And look, if it was in New York, I don't know now, because it's like New York. If it was back in the day, I would have a lineup. But rap, New York don't even have the music is garbage now. And I'm gonna be honest with you. So it probably would be an artist from another state. It probably because New York don't got the rap game on lock. So I'm keeping it funky with you.
Keeping all the way funky, baby.
All right.
Damn, Grandpa, them teeth are what teeth? What that mouth do? What that mouth do? All right, you ready for laughter, y'all?
All right.
Y'all ready for
it? You got it.
Let me present. Sorry, y'all. I got excited. Y'all ready for a little kiki session? All right, let's go.
Want to work? We can work. I'm never mad at generals linking up. So again, I wouldn't even have acknowledged him if I didn't think he was worthy of an opponent. A lot of I'll acknowledge him at 50. Oh yeah, let's go. I want to see. I want to know how real it is. I want to see.
Now he knows them teeth is loose right now. This is where he could have clenched his teeth together to hold them suckers down again. He takes a sip instead.
See if I'm the real deal.
Watch how I come out.
You know what I'm saying? Well, hold on. Oh God.
Talk to him for a second. Talk to them for a second while I put my teeth back in my mouth.
So download America.
Like, you just think it's funny.
All right, that's okay. Yeah, I would get with homie if you want to work. We could work. I'm never mad at general.
like right before. Right before.
Y'all still see it?
No, I took it out.
No, put it back up. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back right now. Y'all, that's so gross. Oh my God. Baby, when I saw that, I cracked up for at least 10 minutes.
At the drop, every new NYC rapper would come out. Yeah, but you talking about rappers from
NC? That would become a debate too, because then it's gonna be, you're gonna have the old. I promise you, if it was in New York,
it'll be a fight against the old school and the new
old school versus the new school. I'm telling you. You would have all the old school Def Jam artists, LL Cool. Everybody would come out the woodworks like, hold up. It would be a battle of the old school versus the new school. I agree.
Last year was old rappers. Yeah, so if they would have did that again, I think y'all would have been saying, I'm tired of seeing old rappers.
Because y'all was saying that when they were celebrating the 50 years of hip hop, and they were giving homage to the old heads, y'all was making little snarky comments. And that's my thing. It's like you can't win for losing. It's like for so many years, people fought to have Black artists on the Super Bowl stage. And now that we're literally pinning two Black men against each other, Kendrick versus Lil Wayne, which is quite ignorant to me. But it just goes to show you, it's like, well, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But back to Dame Dash, and Moochie helped me, audience helped me. So he was on live, and I guess somebody in the comments brought up 50 Cent. And from what I gathered, Dame was pretty much like, oh, well, no, I ain't got no beef with him. I'll definitely work with him. You know what I mean? Game recognized game. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I love to work with him in the movie space, the TV space. You know, in a roundabout way, he was trying to give 50 Cent his flowers, but you know, was doing it in a very typical Dame Dash manner. Would you say, Moochie?
Wait,
Dame
I'm
Dash.
sorry. Look, Dame Dash need a mouthpiece to hold them teeth in. No, he needed some, what's that evident with that stuff they put on that glue? Maybe hold them teeth in there.
But
and he felt them jokers being loose, y'all. When he started talking, you could tell it was loose. All he had to do, instead of taking another sip, he should have clenched his teeth together again, or like to secure them suckers.
I agree.
And then take a sip. Otherwise, as soon as he took a sip and then he coughed, that's when the teeth came out because of the pressure of that cough. You know, it's like, and then the teeth came out.
people were saying that drink helped loosen up the. Child, boo-boo kitty.
Those teeth say otherwise.
But my thing is, like, he's too young to be having no teeth like that. That's like my grandma, God rest her soul. She was in her 90s with no teeth. So why the hell he got a mouthful of just gums?
No, now when he did this video, I'm glad you asked that question, Mama. Now when he did this video, this screenshot I got.
Yeah, let me see.
He's actually taking out his teeth to tell y'all, look, I'm in between stages right now. My dental implants were like over 20 something years old, which you are supposed to get those things replaced again. You don't leave those in for a lifetime, y'all.
It's true.
You're supposed to change those every now and again. And he was in the process of changing his teeth, and those are his temporary teeth.
You're right. You're right.
His temporary teeth.
Well, temporary or not, I have concern with the fact that I got concern with the fact that he got gums and only gums in his mouth. There ain't no teeth.
Like I said, he had dental implants. But you know, when they take them out for a while, they size them and they got to get made. So they probably in the process of getting made. What you want to put some Tic Tacs in his mouth? Like Dennis the Menace? Them chiclets? What if he had, and you know, I mean, look, he had some teeth. Look, they ain't going to let you walk out of the dentist office with no teeth like that. They're going to be like, here, these will hold you over for a while. We're going to put these temporaries in your mouth. And then you'll come back and you'll get the implants.
Well, let me stop
for surgery. I'm just saying. I'm just telling y'all, you know. Like,
I know you're right. I just said, let me just stop laughing because karma, even though I hope my mouth never gets to that point, but
anything could happen. Bite on something and it break your tooth, you know? I'm just saying.
I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. That was a little laugh from me, y'all. That had me cracking up this weekend. I can tell you that right now. That had me cracking up because the news has been very heavy last week.
She said, nah, just stay off camera till you straight. I know. Why would you go on camera? You know you got these temporary teeth in your mouth and you know they probably be. That's not the first time that happened, y'all. Yeah. I mean, it's probably something that his wife like witnessed or something like that, or the kids.
Girl.
Like, you know, you show a little kid something like that, they have nightmares over stuff like that. I'm serious. I'm just saying. Moving on.
Nightmares, child.
Dame Dash definitely trying to stay relevant. You mean to tell me, DeMarcus, that he trying to stay relevant by letting his teeth fall out his mouth and be the butt of everybody's jokes?
I don't think. You think he intentionally did that?
No, I don't think he intentionally did it, but I think he's trying to do the reverse psychology trick. I was like, well, shit, I've already been embarrassed, so let me just try to own it and roll with it. I think that's more so what it's giving to me.
Oh yeah, well he rolled with it like a man. Look, yeah, these my teeth, and this is it. But
Yeah,
I got some. I got some new ones coming.
That's all he could
And
do.
they permanent.
Right. That's all he could do at this point, sister. So he said, let me just roll with it, child. And hope for the best and try to see if I can reverse this thing. But trust me, when it initially happened, he was embarrassed. Best believe.
Of course. You pop, look, you know how you get hot behind your neck because you embarrassed, like a hot light is back there. I'm sure that happened. His wife was even laughing in the background. I would have been laughing. He would have probably told me to,
So
keep quiet. Hey, Alex, what's up? All right, so are you ready for your story, Momo?
Oh, yeah. Yes, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. So like I said, the Dame Dash story was a nice little distraction, I will say. From last week, we had a lot of sad news coming out of Atlanta, Georgia. Not only did Rich Homie Quan pass away, but I think the day or two before, there was a school pow that happened just about 30, 40 minutes out of the city of Atlanta. And I think that school is, what's it, Appalachia, whatever it's called. It's about 30 to 40 minutes from my home. And I actually have a couple acquaintances whose children attended the school. So when I tell you guys, it really did hit close to home. When it initially happened, a lot of people were very frantic. One of my friends, her sister goes to that school, so she was desperately waiting to hear from her. It hit close to home. So me and Moochie do want to just go over it. I'm sure we all know the headlines. There was a kid who opened fire at a local school in Georgia. 4 people are deceased, 2 students and 2 beloved teachers. I think maybe 12 kids were injured, but they are all going to make a full recovery. Thank God. What makes this school pow interesting, the days after the tragedy, of course, more information came out. We learned that this kid was under the radar of the FBI in 2023, just 1 year ago, when he was 13 years old. They received a tip, I believe it was from like an online gaming system platform that he was on, where he made threats about pow-pows and potentially pow-powing a school. So with that being said, the local authorities as well as the FBI went and investigated him and his father. There are recordings of some of the dialogue. You guys can look that up on YouTube, where they question him on many aspects, what his home life was like, what his school life, was he being bullied, this, that, and the third. The father admitted that, there are guns in the home. However, he doesn't have access and they're not loaded, the bullshit. The father did tell the authorities that they do go hunting, and he seemed very proud that his beloved son actually took out a deer. He was like, oh, he killed his first deer this year, all that Southern crap. But nonetheless, you guys, it's very concerning because one, the FBI was in contact with this student. Now, from my understanding, the child did relocate to a different county. However, he was still in the state of Georgia. So, Moochie, would you not think that something as big as the FBI being on your radar, wouldn't you think that no matter if you moved, even if you moved to damn Canada, wouldn't you think that there would be a trail and a consistent tracking of said person who made such a alarming threat just 1 year prior?
Yeah, if it was a black man, it would have been done. Why not? I'm sure they would have had a microscope up his behind looking for everything, but it wasn't. Unfortunately, it was one of this choice of person, and they looked at this like it wasn't a threat. And in fact, the day of the whole incident, his own father drove him there. So that means his father drove him there, not knowing all of that was in the bag. I kind of find this hard to believe. It seems like he was in on it to me also, and I feel he should be charged for it too. He should be charged for it just because he did not. Let's say he's saying that all of those weapons were secure and locked away, and you know they got into a miner's hand on his watch, and he seems like it was all, it's no problem. I feel like he needs to be charged with it too.
And he is being charged.
He needs to be charged. He needs to be charged with it too. The mother, she wasn't even here when this happened. I think she was in another area.
She's another area, I think another state, if I'm not mistaken. But the mother, we just found out a couple days ago that the cult's mom received a message from him saying, "I'm sorry, Mom." Now, for whatever reason, there's obviously a history there. She immediately grew concerned and immediately contacted the school as a warning and to inform them of her concerns. And I believe the timeline was after she called, 30 minutes later is when the tragic incident took place at the school. Now, I do not know the details of who specifically the mom talked to. One outlet said it was like the school counselor. Another outlet said it was an administrator. Either way, the mom spent 10 minutes on the phone with a staff member of the school. I heard that they tried to find Colt and they got the names mixed up and they tracked down the wrong student.
All right, so I have that little clip. So let's just go to that real quick.
Okie dokie.
There was a call at 9:30 this morning, but I don't know how true that is. All I know is that a school female worker came looking for the kid. They got the wrong kid. They had the names mixed up, and she left. And about 10 to 15 minutes after she left the class, that's when he came back and approached the door that my daughter was in. A girl went up to let him in, but saw that he had a gun, and she backed away. And I guess that's when he just started shooting everybody else.
Whew.
Okay, so my question to y'all, I'm gonna put it in the poll, and we're gonna ask it. I want you guys to answer it. And this is the poll question.
Exactly, Monica. The FBI should have been notified any school that he attended. I agree. That's my concern. I think they dropped the ball. I think there was not a proper protocol set in place. I don't care if he moved to Canada. There should have been documentation of the current school he was at. Authorities should have been in direct communication with the school principal, the school guidance counselor, as well as his teachers. And they should have been informed of the student's history, because from my understanding, he was brand new to that high school. School just started here in Georgia, August. So the kids have only been in school for about a month.
Okay, so the question is, do you think the victims should be able to sue the FBI and the schools because of their negligence?
Is there a way for me to share the poll?
Yeah, you could write, you could do it in your thing. It really breaks my heart, you guys, when negligence takes place and it results in the demise of innocent people. We've seen negligence take place in healthcare, hospitals, schools, airlines, airplanes. There's been a lot of tragedy that has come from negligence. And
we saw I forget the name of the school, the one in Texas, where there was multiple casualties with the children. We saw the negligence that took place where there was police officers literally standing outside and not entering the school to save those children. So it really sucks to know that the mother of I can't even know what word I can use. The mother of Colt really tried to prevent something from happening, and sadly, they failed. And I have to say, my heart obviously goes out to the victims, the two teachers. There's been nothing but kind words from the students. And one thing I do like about this situation, I think because the students are high schoolers and they're older, a lot of the kids have been able to be interviewed. And from this school, it's a lot of Black students. The school, I will say, is predominantly Black, white, and Hispanic. And I'm proud that a lot of the Black students were interviewed, and they had a sense of composure that I think is astonishing, considering that they went through a lot of trauma. There was a young Black boy, very handsome young black boy with dreads, who was one of the first students to be interviewed. And he really gave a moment by moment detail of what happened in the classroom. And then there was another young Black student, female student, who you could tell was very shaken up. She, in fact, tried to save the teacher. I think Coach A is his name. Coach A. He was a favorite amongst the students. And I feel bad for her because she said, I was trained to save someone's life in something like this, and I couldn't save him. And it really brought me to tears that these young students have to now navigate this level of trauma that they have witnessed and experienced. And it was very hard to watch the interviews, but I'm very proud of the students who were able to really pull themselves together and explain the details. And they had a strength that I don't even know I would have been able to. So I hope the parents of those students are very proud of their children for how they were able to keep their composure. You're on mute.
Please scroll up and cast your vote. The poll is up. And this is the poll. Do you think victims should be able to sue the FBI and the school for their negligence? So make sure y'all scroll up to the top and cast your vote.
Oh, wow, Monica. Can you highlight Monica's comment at 4:15?
Sure.
She has a personal story.
Go ahead, you read it.
We had that happen at my kid's school. A kid threatened to,
Okay.
you know what?
Read it for yourself. Y'all can read.
They caught him and the, you know what?
Mhm.
He got out 3 years ago and moved back in the same area. Wow, school was a mess for a while. I can imagine.
Wow.
I'm glad your baby is okay. He was just arrested again on child, you know what charges. He is 26. Whoa.
Oh, he's just a loser.
Wowzers. Well, I'm glad they were able to catch him. That it's as a Moochie, as a parent, I mean, thankfully you didn't have to deal with this. I didn't have to deal with this. Your son didn't have to deal with this. But from a parental point of view, how do you feel about this? If you had a younger child, or even grandchildren, whatever, how do you feel about this whole situation that we keep facing here in America? How do you feel as a parent? Does it not make you just want to lock your kids up inside and just in the house and not even let them out? Because how do you feel?
I feel like some of these kids do not know how to deal with crisis and social skills. And a lot of people, you gotta, like, with this,
Yeah.
if it's a scare, I had something when this happened. I called somebody because I know people in that area too, where I was trying to, like, are your kids okay? You know, stuff like that. So it's like a jolting thing for anything, even if it's not my child. It's just that the things that they got these kids going through is it's really hard. It makes you want to. At this point, it makes you want to really consider homeschooling.
It really does. My heart really goes out to the parents in this country, because it's like every year you gear your child up for school and you really don't know if your child's school will be a target in this. And you have government, I forget his name. He's one of the new people. I do not like him.
That's in your state?
No, what's the y'all know I'm bad with names. He's one of the new government people that was trying to, who's the one that was like, we caught as like a flip-flopper. 1 minute he was supporting Democratic, then the next minute he was supporting Republic. Like he's like a
Who are you
flip-flop.
talking about? The JFK guy?
Yeah, the new guy that's been trending lately. There was a news conference, y'all, and would you believe this fool, in a nutshell, basically said, well, this is our new normal. So now we basically have to adjust to the new normal. And with that new normal, we need to have tighter security at schools and blah, blah, blah. He went that route versus addressing the elephant in the room. He basically said, hey, y'all got to get used to it because this is the norm now in America.
At this point, I want them to stop saying that it's a mental issue when it's people of that preference, that group. And it's not, and then it's just overlooked when it's stuff in our area. It's just you know, why do they insist on coming to the school and destroying everybody else? And go take yourself out if that's how you feel. I mean, I shouldn't say that, and that's not.
No, it's true. It's true.
Go get help. That's what I say. Because now you want to chalk it up to mental health, and I don't chalk it up to that. I chalk it up to hatred, and that's just what it is.
I mean, look, y'all, it's a form. Anytime you want to execute someone unwarranted, unprovoked, that's a form of some type of, you obviously your screws are a little bit loose upstairs, right? And this is no disrespect. You guys know I'm a mental health advocate, but I don't like the mental health debate. Mental health shouldn't even be, the term mental health should not even be used in the same sentence as a school pow pow or a mass pow pow. It shouldn't even be in the same sentence because it's so much bigger than just that. It is. So I just feel like let's not even add that into the category. Let's focus on what we can do, one, to protect these students and these teachers. Let's see what we can do on a grander scale to prevent these incidents from happening. But you see, the powers that be, the government, don't want to address the elephant in the room. We all know the real tea. We know the NRA has politicians in their back pocket. And that is what it is.
Okay. So Joycelyn says our country has forgotten about the American people. The government is to focus on other countries. Yeah, they are too focused on other countries and their needs, and not what America needs, like homeless, hunger, and addiction. Americans need help too. This is facts. This is facts. They taking care of everybody else's backyard, and meanwhile you got weeds and everything growing up in America, and then now you got it's rat infested and all of that. It's just take 100%. Care of your own backyard before you go take care of other people's countries. That's what I'm saying. We always sticking our nose in other people's business. Mind your own and fix your own.
Fix your own backyard. And how about you keep some of that money in-house instead of sending the little money that we do have, y'all sending it to all these other countries when you got people right here that need it.
Michelle says that's why so many parents homeschool. Exactly, especially the curriculum now with stuff. But some people can't afford to homeschool. I know
Yeah.
if I was working right now, I couldn't rely on homeschooling because I would have to be like this over my son's shoulder, probably making sure he do his work. I gotta make the money. Pow laws will not work because they take, you know, the hammers out of the hands of the law-abiding citizens.
Exactly.
And that's what they go. That's what we don't want to happen. I feel like that kid was too small to have machinery like that. I'll say it like that. He was too young to have something like that because he didn't have the mindset and the discipline to deal with something like that. That is something that someone has to have, where you have to have a mindset and discipline and able to control your behavior and temper, where you know not to go to the hammer if you're not getting your way, or if you're not being treated right, or if you're being bullied. You're supposed to be able to handle your thing, you have to be able to learn how to cope with crisis without going to violence. The key to criminalization, the parents along with the kids. That's what they're going to have to do. That's why the father need to be in there too, not the mother. I know I got the mother's picture up there, but the father and him need to be in here because he dropped him to school that morning. I don't care what nobody say. That's on him. And he seemed like he not sorry about it. He seemed like it seemed like it was hatred taught in the home. I'm not saying it's the mother, but I do believe it. I do believe it came from the father. It was bonding for them. They bonded with that. They bonded with hatred.
Exactly.
Can you believe that? All right, so let's move on to the last story. And you know what it is?
Dun, dun, dun.
What do you want from me?
What do you want from me? Oh, did we talk about Angel Reese already? I missed it.
No. Oh no, that's right. I got her too. You know what? We gonna come back to him.
Okay, we're gonna leave him for last so we can end.
She's on the front. Y'all know she out for the season.
Damn. Our girl Angel.
I thought I had her picture up here. Y'all know she out for the season.
I can share if you let me share real quick. Let me.
Okay, show me. Put your picture up.
I got 5 on.
We don't get the same treatment if Pow. It's always a Mitchell, but it's if it's one of us, they're savages. Oh, he came in there like a thug. Those are the key words. I don't know if you're from New York. One paper I do not buy is the Post because that's how they label us. The Post is a racist paper.
I think
it's either thug, slain, slap, all
Well,
of those.
Get his picture off. I can't take nothing you saying seriously with his tooth on.
Look, he look like he got this kind of laugh, y'all. Let me put it on the screen. Oh, God. He look like he got this kind of laugh, y'all.
All right, share my thing, boo.
Okay,
please.
You ready? All right, here you go.
Yes, y'all.
All right, so go ahead, take it away.
So our girl, wait, where am I at? Hold on, child. I'm having technical difficulties. What the hell I do? This is what I get for having multiple screens. Here we go. Sorry, y'all. Our girl, Angel Reese, has a season-ending injury. However, she is being optimistic. God gives his hardest battles to his strongest soldiers. So our girl, Angel Reese, suffered a wrist injury, pretty, severe enough to end her season in the WNBA. Again, she's having a positive outlook. How do you feel about this, Moochie? How do you think this will impact her? I'm hoping it'll only take a few months to recover. But any thoughts?
I got 2 answers for this. I'm gonna give you my answer, and then I'm gonna give you the conspiracy answer.
Oh Lord.
Right. Okay, y'all ready?
We ready, baby.
All right. Now, I want her to, have a speedy recovery and let her come back next season. But I think they sat her down for a reason. I think they sat her down because she was outshining Caitlin Clark, no matter how many trolls they got over there with Caitlin's team. So that's my thoughts with it. I think they was like, you know what, she needs to sit down for a minute.
the WNBA probably said, you sit down and let Caitlyn shine a little bit more. What's your thoughts?
I mean, you the queen conspiracy theorist, but I don't know what to say. I don't know, because there's a lot of money behind her and a lot of support behind her. I'm not sure, but at this stage in the game, I don't put nothing past nobody. Okay.
Let me see. Oh, let me go back. There's a couple of okay. My Wilkins, the NRA is worried about losing money if the laws are changed. You know what? It's just like the medical profession is scared if everybody's healthy. So you right about that. They making sickness a business and they making nose a business, and they need to worry about the business of life. This is making matters worse. Thank you for your comment. You are so right. All right, are we ready to go to the what do you want from me story?
Go ahead, because you got that one, girl. Oh, let me stop sharing. Sorry. I'm gonna let you.
This is just a public service announcement. This is just a public service announcement. Let me come on screen fully with this real quick. Black women, this is not our fight. This has nothing to do with us. He chose his black queen because that's who he says she was. So this is not our fight, ladies. He got this face on, and it is what it is. What's your thoughts on it?
I don't even know what the hell happened. What are we talking about with Tyrese? The child support?
The child support, and he went to jail.
Oh, look. I know child support
for $10,000 that he could have paid.
Look, child support is a very touchy subject. However, I don't know if it's true or not, as far as I don't know, but Tyrese for a while has been saying his money it's been a little funny lately, ever since the strike last year, and a lot of production got put on pause. Allegedly, from what Tyrese said months ago, his pockets ain't what it used to be. So he kind of almost has to rebuild what he lost over the last couple of years between the pandemic and between the writer's strike and all that. So my thing is, when it comes to child support, they base it off of the person's current income. So if there is a drastic change in your income, and there is proof of a drastic change in your income, then typically the court will grant a change within the agreement and will lower the cost. So it's either one or two things. Either Tyrese does not have the receipts to prove that his income is drastically lower, or the judge just doesn't want to grant it. I don't know. I don't have the documents to read. But that's typically how it works, the legality of it. That's how it works whenever someone tries to lower their child support payments due to a change in their income.
Okay, I know when I went, they basically do both incomes. If she don't got an income and she using that for that, then they usually tell you, well, this is not for you, this is for the child. So I would like to know. I know he was going to be jailed, so that means he sounds like he wasn't paying for a while. And he was saying something about he couldn't do the court dates because he was doing promotions for his movie that is about to come out. So he would have missed the press tour if he was doing if he had the court date. He could have sort of had that adjourned. No, don't give me that nonsense. You could have went there and went to the courts and said, look, I have a press run, and this is plays an intricate part of me paying my child support. So I need to do the press. I need to do the press tour so I can make money, so I can pay. So I maybe he didn't do that in a timely fashion, because I'm sure they could have adjourned it and then rescheduled everything. If he was playing the waiting game and like, I ain't gonna pay, let's see what they gonna do,
then this is why he's in the situation that he's in now. But like I said, Black women, this is not our fight.
Exactly.
Okay. So what you got going on your channel, Momo?
Ooh, child, boo boo kitty. What I got going on? All right, y'all. So yesterday I dropped a video, my reality TV people. I did a quick recap of the Braxtons. Who y'all please tune into that. Show support, but I also do want to interact with y'all. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on the subject matter. Last night, me, Moochie, Lamont, and Nita came together to review the latest episode of Power Book 2 Ghosts. It was a great live. We had the old gang back together on a Monday night, so that was fun. Please check that out. As far as the remainder of this week, I probably will be sticking to, let's see, my own Power review. I got to crank that out for y'all, so I will be doing a Power review recap and probably another segment of Hot Topics. So please stay tuned. I am back in these YouTube streets. So please support your girl, like, comment, and subscribe.
All right. Let me see. Last comment. At least Damon, he got false teeth and not walking around toothless. I think that, like I said, Jason, those was teeth. You know how you got teeth temporaries until you get the real thing? He had explained it. Look, we're gonna go back to the picture just because you mentioned it. I thank you, Joyce. Look, I had to ease that in again. Look. Oh my God. Look, I'm just saying, look, he explained to y'all, he said he was in between dental implants. They change those things every couple of years. So this was his temporary teeth. And like, I forgot who said it. They said he shouldn't have went on camera then. It was so good. But that, look, if y'all want us to do this again in the afternoon like this, I'm gonna put up, please let us know. I need to get feedback. Did y'all scroll up to the top and cast your vote? I want to close out that poll before we get up out of here, y'all. So let me go to
the poll. Actually have to go. I have a meeting to go to.
All right, so we're getting out of here now. So look, we're gonna close out this poll. Oh my goodness, it seemed like everybody said yes.
Yeah.
It's a unanimous decision with the choice. Yes, they should be. It's 100%, y'all. They should. The FBI. The victims should be able to sue the school and the FBI for negligence.
I agree.
Okay, so that's our show. Look, we were supposed to come back and do Bel Air tonight, but however, we will be back, me and the ladies, tomorrow to do the recap of Bel Air at 9 p.m. tomorrow. So please be sure to keep y'all notifications on. Holla at your girl. Thank you for coming out. God bless and have a good night, y'all.
Put me up in that algorithm and holla at your girl.